Hello, welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. This is our podcast about anything and everything, pop culture, and the world in general. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Mark with the mic.
What is up? What is up?
Yo, chillin'. It is 5/26, 2019. A lot of stuff going on. Let's not burn the house down though. What you been up to, Mark?
Uh, Too much wrestling this week.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we just got finished with the Wrestling Babble podcast
Yep.
that you can check out on the Mark with the Mic SoundCloud, also the the RedCycloneInc SoundCloud as well. We were talking about a lot of cool things that just went down, mainly a company named AEW,
Yep.
and they had a pay-per-view which is called Double or Nothing, right?
Yep.
Yes. I mean, it's what do you classify them as, an independent promotion, or what do you
No,
call
they
them?
couldn't be. I guess they'll be in the category as like WCW. They'll be its own company. I don't see them as independent in sense. No, I don't see them as independent. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is Impact considered independent?
I, is Impact just Impact? Is that just what we call it now? Like, is it
Yeah.
just its own world?
Yeah,
I
it's
guess.
just Impact. Yeah,
So I guess AEW is just AEW.
because it
So
has a TV. It has a TV deal and all that stuff. So I don't see. I
mhm.
don't consider it an independent. Independent is more like underground. You have to go to shows in order to see it.
Okay. So yes, they're gonna be the newish um wrestling company to have a television promotion. So
Yep.
that's interesting. But they had a pay-per-view last night, I believe it was.
Yep.
And that was, where was it? Is it in Vegas?
And Las Vegas.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. They had lots of cool surprises. We don't want to go too much into that, but make sure you check out the Wrestling Babble. That's gonna be on our SoundCloud. So just know that there was a lot of wrestling going on. So we kind of
Yes.
talked about a lot of that stuff.
Between that and then I'm starting the next Super Sentai for our next cast next month, which is Kaku Ranger.
And what series? What series does
This
that equal
will
in
be
America?
the equivalent of Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Season 3.
Okay.
So
And
this
you
one
said
is the
that's what?
The
Ninja
Rangers.
Rangers.
The Rangers of Akotak. The Alien Rangers.
Is that Ninja?
Ninjas in it.
Oh, how is? Can you tell me? Have you seen him in the Japanese show
I
yet?
haven't got to him yet.
Okay, I want to know what he is, because he can't be the same type of goofy ass character that he was. "Arr!" You remember the voice they gave him?
He had like a Mighty Mouse voice.
Yeah, it was really weird. I still liked him though, but it was just
I
funny to
liked
me.
when he got mad because you know who you sound like, and I said this on the podcast. You sound like Marvin the Martian.
Yes, I agree.
You
Definitely,
get me so angry.
definitely. So I'm super curious if he's that same type of character in the
So
Japanese version.
I haven't got to him yet, but what I know from the Super Sentai is that he's a mentor. He's a mentor in this one too, but he's more of a mentor. But he does have a sense of humor to him though, so
Oh,
he might
really?
be as comical as the American counterpart, but just a bit more badass.
Okay, good. Okay.
But so
So,
far so good. Kaku Ranger starts off really good. Um, it's like I've explained it before. Like a lot of the Super Sentais, there's usually like family ties within the Rangers, so that's how they get the powers. Usually because of the bloodline or something like that, and that's how they get chosen.
okay.
So you actually see the ancestors of the guys that got chosen. Look at them. They're like, oh, look at them. Oh, brush your teeth. Like
Ooh, damn.
that.
Damn.
Like, oh, look how young he is. Like he looks stupid. I don't like his face. And then they
Wow.
say shit like that. I'm like, damn, man.
They just trash talk their ancestors?
No, they trash the ancestors talk shit to them.
Oh, the youth, they talk trash about the young ones.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They're like,
That's
look at this idiot with that stupid haircut. You better cut your hair.
funny.
Yeah, brush your teeth.
Damn. Okay.
But yeah,
Okay, that's cool.
so
That's
far
cool.
so good. It's been weird. I finished the first 10, and they had some weird shit going on. There's no actual like leader, like a bad guy leader so far. So it's like it's a little different than what Dire Ranger and Zoo Ranger was. And it's just random monsters coming out of nowhere. Like they have a human form, and then they change it to a monster, and they just fuck shit up.
Really? Okay. So I'm sure that down the line there'll be an explanation for everything. But
Yeah.
like so far, is it the first 10? Can you go 10 for 10 with the American
No,
show right now?
not at all.
No, I mean how you feel about it. Like for those first 10, how do you
Oh,
feel as opposed
I
to the
hated
first
season
10?
3.
So American first 10, you hated it.
I did not like season 3. It
Mm,
was really hard
mm.
to get through. Like again, I just lost interest in a lot of the characters, and I think that was the hard thing is the fact that I think the highlight of season 3 was Kimberly, and you got more of a story with her. Like she had more of a focal point story. Other than that, like it was just a bunch of gibberish and bullshit around the shows.
True, true.
And the
Also, shout
Cocker
outs.
Ranger was more serious tone, but it has its humor. But it's good so far. It's just really weird.
I was to say shout outs to Kimberly the Pink Ranger.
Yes.
Also the was it top 10 Pink Ranger
She
episode?
was number 2.
She was number 2. Gotcha.
She was
So
my number. Well, yeah, she was number 2.
that's on the so we had you guys put out another morphin cast about your top 10.
Yeah,
You and Tenacious T.
yeah.
And
Put
check that
the
out
top
on
Pink
the
Rangers.
yeah, you can check that out on the Merc with the Mike SoundCloud as well.
Yes,
Get you some Super Sentai action.
we were really drunk.
No, but you know, I like,
Those second podcasts are is when we were bluntly drunk.
but it was still a good episode. Like I was
Yeah,
having fun listening to you because, like, you know, again, I don't know all of the Rangers you were
yeah,
talking about, but like to hear the reasons why they were the numbers you gave them
yeah.
was pretty good.
So my thing with him was the fact that he talked shit about my list because I didn't have Cat on my list.
See, but then you say yours was reversed.
Yeah,
He put her at like number
he fucked
7.
his list up, and he had 11 instead of 10, and she was number 11. So I was like, you gave me shit for not having Cat when Cat's your number 11.
That's the best. Oh my goodness.
Number 1 was Jen from Time Force. I think she was probably to this day probably the best Pink Ranger. She was the first one to actually have like a full leader role too. Like she was the leader. You knew she was the leader. You didn't listen to Wes. You listened to her.
That's funny. Man, see, Time Force I have not seen.
Time Force is a really good one.
It is okay.
The ones I like, the American ones I would recommend that you see besides like you watch SPD is Time Force, Space, Dino Thunder, Ninja Storm. Ninja Storm is a really good one.
Okay, Ninja Storm is really good. Yeah.
And the current one is actually pretty good so far.
Yes. Oh well. Wait, what's the name of the current one?
Beast Morphers.
Oh yeah. So it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Small segue. About some figure talk. Thanks to a website named Superhero Hype that the news article was put up. I just saw it perusing my phone and decided to give it a look. But like I think it's a cool thing that Hasbro has a bargain line for that exact series, the Beast Morpher series. And they're saying like they have the figures like priced at between $10 and $20 as opposed to the other ones that start at 20.
Yeah.
Like the higher articulation ones, like the Lightning collection you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like the lowest ones for them should start at 20. I mean, sure, you could find somebody selling on Amazon for like 16. Like I saw somebody, I think it was like the Yellow Ranger, I think it was.
Yeah.
Somebody was selling that for like 16. I'm like, damn, why you gotta do them like that? But anyway, it's cool to see that even they're not forgetting about the people who just like it seems to be, yes, it's a bargain line they're posing it as, but when you look at it, I told you it reminds me a lot of the original Toy Biz line of X-Men figures.
Yeah.
Like the style of posability, the amount of detail they have, the amount of articulation. Like it's not the standard when you go cheaper, you go stiffer where they have nothing. is like no, they still have the arms, the shoulders, and the knees bend and whatnot, but you don't get like the fingers, the toes, the head, and all that. The waist don't bend, but it's still like when you look at it, it's like, oh, that's actually pretty cool for the supposed price they're supposed to be at.
Yeah, they've been doing that for a while, even before Hasbro.
Oh, really? They
Yeah,
legit
because even Nemco had the Power Ranger Legacy collection, which are more for the collector, and then they had the basic toys for the seasons that were going on at the time. They had the cheaper toys, which were for kids. It was more aimed for kids, as in the Legacy. The Legacy toys were aimed for teens, adults, like collectors.
Gotcha. Okay.
So they
Yeah,
doing the same thing. Hasbro has the Beast Morpher season. They have the figures for that, which are mainly aimed for kids. They have like the guns, and they have like the Nerf guns and things like that with it as well. And they have like little Zords, they have big Zords, and they have the big Zord kind of thing. But they usually do it in a way that, yeah, they're smaller. They're a bit smaller than the Lightning collection. But the Lightning collections are made for collectors. They made for collecting. They like the Star Wars Black series. They like the Marvel Legends series.
Yeah.
But they're good. They're cool. They're cool looking
Yeah,
too.
you could definitely see the articulation and what.
Yeah.
And stuff. Because I thought when they sold it to Hasbro, I thought they had stocked all that stuff. That's why it's a surprise to me.
Nah, they kept that. They kept that going. Yeah, that's been going for a while.
Gotcha.
Other than Hasbro has like a big budget for anime series coming.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, yo, can I get a Power Ranger anime series?
Yeah,
please?
Sure. Why not?
It'll be a perfect thing to put as anime. You can have the original people go voice them.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could just remake the whole first 3 seasons, make it better, and have the original people voice them.
It's true.
Except for Steve Cardenas. No Steve Cardenas.
Why you gotta keep doing? Why you gotta do him dirty? Shout out to Steve Cardenas. I saw he was at Phoenix. I forgot it was like Phoenix Con or something in Phoenix this past.
Because watching season 3 just made me want to punch him.
Oh no, Dale! I can't defend season 3. Listen, I'm sorry, I can't.
Once that whole KKK outfit started, I was like, yeah, that's it. We're done. Tommy.
Damn. Oh, you talking about the white ninjetti joint?
Like white ninjetti, yeah.
Look. He had enough little accents on it that you knew he wasn't a clan member. Stop it.
If he would have had a point, it would have been over.
Yes. You're not wrong. But I'm just saying.
They were ugly.
Storm Shadow was a bad ninja, but he wore all white. No, yeah, he wore all white too.
Not like that.
Oh man, don't was it that bad?
Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was like the whole face covered and just had the little holes for the eyes. Then the ninjetti outfits were dumb. They were just stupid.
Really? Oh man,
I felt
like the
like
ones in the movie though.
They look cool in the movie and they made sense in the movie, but in the show they didn't make sense. That was like, why don't you just morph then?
Yeah, true enough.
Because they couldn't use the ninjetti suits without the mask because the mask was you lose their identity.
Yeah.
Then what's the point? Just turn into the damn Power Ranger.
You're not wrong. You know, when you think about it, you're not wrong. But
this is why we drink when we do these podcasts.
They had to keep it. But you realize they had to keep it because they probably spent so much money on it. Because basically, it was just going to be in a movie once. That was it.
I don't think they spent a lot of money on it.
Oh shit, Dale. Yeah, you trying to say they cheap too? That's messed up.
They're cheap too. You know how much recycled footage you see in these damn series?
You know what? Yeah, that's like a big issue. That is a big problem.
We didn't get new morphing sequences to the end.
Wait, you mean to tell me they still used the same old ones from the first season?
They used the old ones all the way to season 3. Then in season 3, they started doing the color power, like White Ranger power, which was kind of racist.
Yeah.
Black Ranger power, Blue Ranger power, Red Ranger power.
I remember the White Ranger power. That was a little funny.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's when they started doing it like that before. Because, again, they had like 3 different animals, so they couldn't really They're not Triceratops anymore, or Pterodactyl anymore. They stopped that a while ago. So season 3, they just did it by the color. Still had
Damn.
the same power corn, even though
Oh,
they're
man.
supposed to have different power corns, but they still have the same power corn.
Was it just so many inconsistencies in that season
So
that just
many.
had to add up?
There's so many.
Damn.
Again, my highlights are Bulk and Skull. I think Bulk and Skull is my favorite things throughout this first 3 seasons.
Mm-mm.
They're consistent. They're consistently funny. They always have things, and there was things that we talked about Skull. They're actually learning that they're actually friends with the Power Rangers. Like they're not just bullies and shit like that. They become actual friends with them,
Okay.
and it was nice.
Good.
I was like, "Hey, Skull, you're."
It was some type of character development. There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, and then I'm not gonna talk about the metallic suits.
The metallic ones from the movie.
No, the metallic ones were pretty much the Power Ranger suits, just like bedazzled.
When did they use those?
They used like 3 episodes, and like the last 3 episodes, like you need the power of metallic. And they became
Really?
metallic. They were supposed to make them more powerful, and they just like they got bedazzled.
No. Okay, because you're not there yet. I'm like, they don't do that in the Japanese one, do they?
No,
That's impossible.
because again, the season 3 is the Ninja Rangers. So the Rangers of Akota, the Alien Rangers, those are our Rangers for the Kaku Ranger.
So hold on. Every bit of footage from the old suits is new at that point, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
And they're bad. You can tell, like you can tell.
I mean, do I gotta? Maybe I shouldn't. I'm probably.
Hey, it's a big hole to go into. We already dug ourselves in it.
Yeah, you in the trenches. You're right.
Oh man. So yeah, this is our second review of the Mighty Morphin. This was the ones that we went particularly per season though. The first one we did all 3 combined.
Okay.
So we get getting more depth into it, and it's a lot more negative because of that.
Man.
We try to be positive, but then there's a lot of things that just piss us off.
Wait, where do they go from here though with the Americans?
Zeo.
So it's okay. Is Zeo a lot of recycled footage as well?
It might be a mix of recycled footage because that's when because they're Zeo Rangers, they had Zeo Ranger clips. There's a lot of Japanese clips in Zeo Ranger.
Okay, all right, okay. Gotcha.
So my big thing is they made us go through 10 episodes of the Alien Rangers with kids. And those are the 10 worst episodes I've seen in my life. I hate the kid actors. They all should get punched. I hate kids.
Oh man, they probably did get punched.
I hate that the Red Ranger kid, the guy that played him, he actually promotes himself as the Red Ranger. As young Rocky, but he holds the Red Ranger helmet. I was like, you was not a Ranger.
Man,
You're a kid.
That's messed up.
You don't deserve to have a helmet. I won't take his helmet away from him. Steve Cardenas, he had to wear the shit, so he gets that.
Yeah, and he was in a movie, and he was like, all right.
But he was the Ranger. He was the actual Ranger. Kid Rocky did not morph whatsoever. He did not have a power. He was just an annoying kid with a mullet.
Oh man, just an annoying '90s kid. Oh my goodness,
mullet.
I remember that now.
Ugly mullet.
Man, what were they thinking? Well, I mean, you know what? Listen, you can't fault them too much because I get the audience, but like, man, they could have did better when you go back and look at it.
And then you really think about it, and you think very close, and especially with those 10 episodes, they all had to go back in the past to get the Zeo crystal and bring it back to the future.
Mm.
What wouldn't Kat have to go into Kimberly's life because Kimberly was the original Pink Ranger?
Wow, inconsistencies. You right? Damn.
But then again, the red, yellow, and black would have had to go to Zach Cassini. Yeah. So there's a lot of shit like that. Just
okay. Wow.
This is the thing I've noticed, and there's something that I'll bring out, and this is because of Super Sentai. Super Sentai, honestly, is not a kids show. It's not made for kids. It's made for like teens,
Teenagers.
like that. And you could tell that they don't try to dumb anything down. They're very straightforward. They don't think you're stupid. America think you're stupid.
Yeah. Now, how do you think they're doing recently? Because you said the newest season is not too bad.
The newest season is pretty good. Like I've watched the first 6 episodes, and the way they're building it more like honestly, it reminds me a lot of SPD.
But it's
Just
like
the,
it's
the
not.
character wise and everything. It reminds me of
It
SPD.
doesn't feel like they're insulting your intelligence when you watch it, right?
No,
Yeah. Yeah.
it looks like more they trying to build a story,
Okay.
and that's fine.
Cool.
I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah.
That's not
That's
bad.
the Ranger cast.
That's not bad. Yeah, make sure you check that out.
Yeah.
We got those going up on the Mark with the Mic and RedCycloneInc SoundCloud pages. You know, if you are interested in Super Sentai, we got you.
Yes. That's another big rabbit hole we went going into because, but honestly, I'm glad with the Super Sentai. Super Sentai is really good. Like each one, I have not had a disappointment one yet, and I'm crossing my fingers. Hopefully, I don't. But so far, Kaku Ranger is really interesting. It's weird, but it's fun. Dire Ranger, I think that one became my favorite one, and then Zoo Ranger was amazing. So
yeah, this is true.
Dire Rangers was just cool. It was a fucking cool show.
That's the one with the bad guy that smokes, right?
No, that's Jetman.
That's Jetman. Okay.
That's Jetman. Maybe we got to go through that one too.
Okay.
We'll get that. We'll get to that one eventually.
Is that further back?
That's before Zoo Ranger.
Gotcha.
That's like the one that was the original season. Originally, it was supposed to be adapted in America.
Oh.
And then they went with Zoo Ranger because it felt more kid appropriate.
So what were the suits like though?
It was like birds. They had
wow.
wings and shit. Yeah.
Huh.
Like G-Force.
That's what I was thinking. That exact thing. Battle of Planets, G-Force.
Yeah, it was very similar to that.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, okay. Who was the inspiration? Was Battle of Planets older than Power Rangers, or was Power Rangers Super Sentai older than that?
They're around. I actually think they're around the same age. I think Battle of the Planets were late 70s.
Okay.
I think Super Sentai started at 72.
Gotcha.
But they always had little things like that, especially with Godzilla and things like that. So they always had.
But you told me, like, I looked back and saw like the Ultraman is super old. So yeah. And then there's Jet. What's his name? Jet Jaguar, and all that. So like, yeah, that's their thing. That's their thing. Superheroes in suits. Cool stuff. Also, this past week, myself and a few of the homies, RedCycloneInc, shout out to the Jinkies. He got to play with his waifu. There's a new game it's not a new game. It was in development, I think, since 2017. I think it is. And it came out now. And it's a third person. What is it like a? Damn. See, I don't even know if you can call it a hunting game because it's not like Cabela's where you shoot ducks and stuff. But there's a Japanese terminology to a style of game called hunting, which Monster Hunter is based in. And this game is similar to it, and it's named Dauntless. And the studio behind it is named Phoenix Labs. And then when I was looking up some of the people, well, at least where some of the people who make up the studio come from, it's like it's super diverse, but it's like really a lot of AAA studios. There's people from Riot Games, BioWare, I think the old BioWare, which is interesting because this was like 2017 the studio was made up. So BioWare, Blizzard, and Capcom. And so this game, Dauntless, is like most closely you could say inspired by Monster Hunter, where it's like you in a team of 4. I believe it's 4 because it just came out as a free to play game this past week, and I think it's a team of four, and you usually hunt like this one specific, powerful monster, and you use your skills and your weapons and whatnot to beat it up till it is no more, and the quest is over, and then you take your gear and you go back, and like from getting in this Friday, um, it wasn't a long wait, but apparently you can end up in a queue waiting to play a game. And a queue means that you're behind other people who are also waiting. So you're sitting there at your screen. I've played on PS4, so you'll see a message that tells you X amount of people. And I don't know if it means this is how many people in front of you, but you'll see like a message that says 60,000, 40,000, 50,000, or whatever. And it says, waiting to get in to till your turn or whatever to play the game. Now, it was giving me like 40,000 on Friday, but it was like 5 minutes. You wait, man, not even five, maybe like 2 minutes. It was just the number would tick down, and I would get in. But this past Saturday, I guess everybody and their grandmother was playing, so I did not feel like waiting a half an hour to play this game. I feel it. I like what I played, and I would like to play more. And best of all, it's free to play with things that you can actually earn. I mean, listen, I see it now where some games do it gracefully. This game does not. There's as soon as you get in, there's all sorts of currencies and rainbow. There's one that looks like a bars of gold, but they're rainbow colored. And I'm just sitting there like, I don't even know what the hell that is. And it's just all types of like numbers and letters on the side and little pictures and stuff. And I'm like, they start slowly explaining to you what everything is, but I'll just be honest to you. Be honest with you. When it comes to free to play stuff, I think it might not be for me
No.
because just the amount of there's only been one game that I've played that did free to play in a style of gameplay that I liked, that I actually stuck with, and that was Dungeon Fighter Online.
Yeah.
But that's I forgot if it went defunct in America and not in Korea, and then it came back. But I think DFO is back here. But it's just like that was a specific type of game. It was a beat 'em up. It was a straight up beat 'em up. It had like upgrade paths. It had smithing for your weapons and armor and all types, and cosmetics and stuff for the things that you pay for. But you could also get cool cosmetics within the game by doing the quests and stuff. But as far as I remember for that game, I think it was only like one currency that wasn't regular in-game currency was ever like immediately visible to you when you first started playing the game. Like other stuff, you had to go into shops and see stuff, and it's like this one, it's just like the first time you earn something. I forgot what it's called. There's like a certain thing that you earn by playing the game, which is basically like you level up, and each level you unlock something, and like these little spheres that you unlock, you go to this little it's like an idol, it's like a little stand or something, a little with a glowing bell on top, I think it is, and you go there and you get random they call them cells, what they're basically the equivalent to the skills from Monster Hunter. You remember like the little gems in Monster Hunter World?
Yeah.
It's basically they made those in the boxes, quote unquote, in the loot boxes that you get from playing the game. So you can still accumulate better skills that way by playing and getting your unlocks, and then you could get your random skill upgrades, but also you can get other skill upgrades by playing the monsters and beating them, which get progressively more and more difficult, kind of like Monster Hunter, you know.
Yeah.
But two things. Number one, that skill ceiling, I saw it real quick, and people, you can technically fail your way through a quest, but I saw where people, if I wasn't on the team that we were playing, it would have been a wrap. Like having played Monster Hunter, the game is kind of like I feel what it's going for. Um, Barring a little bit of lag, I say it's for the movement option so far, because I don't have everything unlocked. It's very early in the game. I only got to play it for like maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours total. And then it's just like I see what they're going for, and they do give you a lot of control because it's a third-person action game at its core, but it's very skill-based. And because the lag is not a huge issue, I it's a good thing, but also I can see the way the monsters are made up as they get harder and they get faster and they start doing more damage. Like Monster Hunter, this might become a problem for people. And soon we may hear Kotaku or some other very sensitive news place talking about, is this game too hard? Does this game respect your time? XYZ, blah, 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 because so and so can't be forced to sit down and play the game. God forbid, give somebody an accurate description of what they're getting into. But like I can see that skill ceiling is a real deal. So from that aspect, I can see it's not holding back, but it might be a problem because people are too soft. They can't play hard games.
Yep.
Um, the second thing is just like, yeah, no, it's. I see where it's going for. I see a lot of the inspirations, at least gameplay wise and mechanics wise, but I also see a lot of what they had to do to survive in today's climate. The art style changed. This is not the Dauntless we first saw when it debuted back. I guess it's 2017. It didn't really look like this at all, and now it basically looks like an Overwatch slash Fortnite. In that party, Apex Legends, very simplistic but somehow stylized faces. You know what I mean? Very, very. You can tell. You can tell what it looks like. This game was made in 2016. No, I mean 2017 through now. It's just a specific ass art style that's very like inoffensive almost. You know what I mean? It just looks like that. So to that aspect of it, I think some people may bounce off of it just because they don't like how it looks. It does not look original anymore.
Okay.
It looks very much like, oh, this is another 20XX 20 teens, late 20 teens game. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
it looks like
very, very cookie
Fortnite.
cutter. Like I even their versions of what they think are cool, like some of the in-game armors you get previews of and whatnot.
Yeah.
It still looks like this. Just looks like some generic cool guy stuff. This looks like half anime, half American art style, which is like kind of like a little bit of like a. It almost feels like everybody started ripping off Batman the animated series. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The square jaws, the broad chests, the big faces, the very flat features that you can like paint upon, and then it's just like, yeah, it's not really for me. And I don't even think it's just a younger generation thing. It's just a kind of lazy thing. I feel like I'm not with it. Um, but other than that, it's promising. It's hella popular. There's tons of people queuing up to play online. So I mean, right now, it being free to play, it's hard as hell to get in. You'll be sitting there half an hour, maybe an hour, trying to wait to get in to play the game. And on console, you can't do something else, which kind of sucks. So I don't know if that's gonna fly in the long run,
Yeah.
but we'll see. Like I said, the RedCycloneInc homies, Arnold and the Jinkies, they're playing it. They're playing it up, so
Cool.
they're feeling it. Hopefully, get some of their impressions at some point.
Yeah.
But that's new going on this weekend.
I picked up Sonic Team Racing
That just came out too, right?
for like $40.
But that just came out, right?
Yeah.
Like literally, like
So
this past.
the first two were like the Sega All Star Racing, which I kind of miss because I liked seeing the other Sega characters besides Sonic characters in it. They're not in the game. So it's mainly the Sonic cast. So they have almost everybody. They have like.
But it's everybody though.
Sadly, yes.
Like it's every Sonic character.
Like Big the Cat's in there. Silver is in there.
I'm not mad at Big the Cat. He's okay though. He's dumb, yes, but you know what? He has a spot.
Silver's in there.
Really? They still acknowledge he exists. All right.
Yep, he's still acknowledged. But
Does Shadow have guns?
no, he does not.
Okay. All
He
right. As
just has
long
a
as
car.
they do that. Okay.
They have Rogue, the Bat, and yeah, they have pretty much everyone that was featured in Sonic Adventure
Okay.
games. Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's a unique style of racing. It's mainly it's made for teaming, so it's made for like for you to have a teammate with you.
Hmm.
You could do it online or you could do it on a computer. There is single player and stuff like that, but I think a lot of the game you do like a lot of the platinum challenges just with three of your friends, and you might have a better, easier way of doing it than the other ones. Doing it
Okay. I like that.
because there's a lot of team aspects. Like if you're in the lead, and yet if you collect coins, you make a trail of coins that your partners can follow you, and they'll slingshot you.
Oh yeah. You said you leave like a trail behind. I was
Yeah.
saying it'd be funny if it was a trail of the blood of your enemies.
Yes, that's Mortal Kombat, Kurt. But
Oh my goodness. Yeah, man. Yo, Ed Boon, get on that. We see you teasing people. Make that game. Make it.
he's been teasing for the current characters
Yeah,
too, like the
man.
next DLCs.
What's it called? What was it called? Cart Combat?
Kart Combat, yeah,
And then also he was teasing the chess too.
yeah. It was
I
Kart.
thought that Mortal Kombat chess was really cool.
It was chess with a K.
Damn. All right. You know what? You got that.
Yeah,
You
it
got
was chess with a K. It was Kart Combat with a K.
chess. No, cart is spelled with a K. It could be spelled.
Yeah,
It's spelled
spelled
with
K.
it's spelled with a K. It's right.
Yeah,
He's okay.
chess. No.
Okay. Let me ask you a question though,
Yeah.
because this is the newest card game. How do you feel in this compared to Mario Kart?
Um,
That the most recent one. I don't want to go back,
I
but
say stage wise, they're very creative. They're very broad and colorful and very nice looking. The gameplay is simple, very easy to pick up. Again, you just has to get used to the whole team aspect of it, and it's a fun game. It's a fun game to play.
okay.
It's good.
Do you have a favorite? You have a favorite team yet?
I use Sonic, the team Sonic, so it's Knuckles, Tails.
Okay, gotcha. Do you get like a special animations or bonuses for using the specific team, or are you locked into the team?
You lock into the team. You can pick
Oh,
one of the people from the team.
ooh, do they have that team from Knuckles
The chaos.
Chaotix? I knew they were gonna fucking have them. Them and what
Yeah,
is it? The bee, the alligator, and the
and
chameleon, right?
yeah, they are in there.
I've never played that game, but I always see them. I remember they were in Sonic Heroes as well.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about Sonic Heroes. That game came out when I worked at the Pokemon Center,
Yeah.
and we had to display it on the big screen.
Yeah.
So I had to hear that theme song over
2%.
and over and over. It almost drove me crazy.
I bet.
Sonic Heroes. That shit is burned into my brain. Whew. So you recommend it?
Yeah, it's fun. It's cheap. I'll say
Yeah.
wait till it gets a little cheaper, but other than that, it's a good price, $40.
Mhm. Are you gonna buy Crash Team Racing when it comes out?
I probably would because I like silly games like that. It just give me something else to play that's not involving death.
Will you buy Crash Bash if they make that? Do you remember that from PlayStation?
Crash Bash. What was that?
That was Crash Team's attempt at a party game on PlayStation.
No, thank you.
It was not bad. It was, if you ask me, it was better than Mario Party like 4 or 5. It was all right.
I never cared for Mario Party.
If you don't like Mario Party, then
Yeah,
you won't
so I
like
was
it
like I don't want to play with people.
because it was literally just no. We see it was interesting. You could play the games 4 player, but you could really play them one
Yeah,
because it didn't have the board game component. I believe it
Yeah.
just had the point system of just you have to win the most games and then you win. But whereas Mario Party has the whole collect the stars and the board sometimes screws you over because that makes Miyamoto laugh. I swear, he really just loves the torture that it is Mario Party games.
Yeah.
Just knowing that it's like, oh yeah, you want to play a 20-turn game, or do you want to play a 100-turn game? How much time you got?
Right.
Basically, like, oh, I don't know. I've been thankful I never got to play the one on 64 that supposedly burned people's hands.
Oh yeah, because the controller.
Because of the stick, the one you had to rub your hand on the stick real hard. Like, oh my god, that's messed up. People was going hard. People was going way too hard trying to win Mario Kart.
That's the first one I
Mario Party.
played. First one I played. I never got into it. I was like, nah, fuck this. I ain't heard
You
that.
like, nope, I like my hands. Gotta go.
Put no mercy back on.
Yo, did you hear about that rumor about, I forgot what company is supposed to be making a competing Ukes? Yeah.
Ukes. You know, this whole time I thought Ukes was still part of the 2K team.
Me too.
Because they this is my thing. They can make a better wrestler. No, they're just gonna use the same model that they had before. Like they use the same thing with Rumble Rose. They use the same thing with the New Japan games. It has always been the same like gameplay.
I like the first Rumble Roses because it was like it was the first. Was it the first wrestling game? I think it was the first wrestling game post Here Comes the Pain. So it was basically like just it copied and pasted that engine.
Mm-hmm.
So I was familiar with it and everything worked.
Yeah.
The second one though, I'm not exactly sure what it did.
They try to go more into showing how fast we could show the boobies.
Yeah, but I know Rumble Roses always had like the jiggle physics. It had the
but it was more like provocative like moves. Like
really?
it went directly more into like, all right, we're gonna spread her legs out and then
really?
we're gonna go body slam kind of thing. Like
okay.
It went more into that. Like the other one had wrestling moves. It had like arm drags and things like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was the same gameplay though. Like it's still the SmackDown engine never changed. Like it was still the exact same shit.
Just like War, SmackDown never changes.
Yeah.
So okay, but I mean, like, would that give him a kick in the ass?
Not really.
So who do you think could make a wrestling game?
Because even Fire Pro Wrestling, everyone thought that was going to be the one to kick the 2K19's ass, and it sold okay.
But it's not the barn burner everybody wanted.
But 2K19 is still selling millions of copies.
Yeah. So who do you think that's an existing company could do it?
I don't think they're existing no more, but I know they could do is Aki.
But I mean, like, who do you know? Anybody like in today's like, what studio would you think would be cool to make a wrestling game?
I don't know.
Like, do you think a Naughty Dog wrestling game would be cool? I don't know, man. They got some pretty good tech. I'm just saying.
I think. Well, again, if Aki was still under EA, I think EA would be the one that they would want.
EA,
but it's under EA, so that's that.
Oh boy, no, thank you.
Yeah, it's under that, so it changes things in that sense.
I hope AEW gets some sense and they find Aki and buy him.
Right.
Say he gets some fucking WCW wrestling games that comes back. Could you imagine that's where it goes? It comes full circle.
That would be a game changer if they could get Aki to make the new Dome their wrestling.
That's it. Get Jericho on the phone. I got an idea.
I think they know what's the best wrestling game too. Is like they're all video gamers.
Oh boy.
I'm just saying.
Kenny Omega, get him on the phone. Get him on the hotline. So we can make this happen because somebody needs to make a damn Aki engine game. Somebody needs to pay them money. That's what I'm saying.
I don't have no rappers in it.
They got money. Well, I mean, you could have like Master P as a hidden character. Okay, which rapper from today?
Nah.
Was it you that said you had the Master P doll?
I hate Master P.
Okay,
it would not be me.
I heard
very
recently, somebody mentioned on the podcast they have a Master P doll that it makes that noise, but it's died. The battery is way past its prime.
So
So
it sounds
that
demonic.
yes, yeah, they made this. Yeah, it just goes. It's like a fucking zombie. Oh, that's pretty good. Also, check out 616 Productions. There's it's a guy that does like old school wrestling game reviews on YouTube.
Yeah.
He did one of the funniest reviews I've ever, but it was so comprehensive. The funniest but most comprehensive reviews on WCW Nitro and Thunder.
Oh, they're terrible too.
Yeah, they are. But he went in depth. He checked all the characters
Yeah.
out, all the secret characters.
He
Yo,
did
that
he
dude,
did the history of SmackDown. He did the history of Mortal Kombat on this channel too.
yeah, he did a lot of. I like his wrestling. I haven't checked out his other game stuff, but his wrestling stuff is real good.
Yeah.
But it's that review in particular is very funny, man. Like, damn. Remember when there were games like that used to come out? Like Nitro and Thunder. What the? I hope that doesn't happen to AEW, whereas they just get a guy in the office and they need a video game. Just hire this company. They've never made a game before. Oh well, they're cheap, ain't they? Fuck. That's the type of decisions you don't want that to happen.
No.
So somebody please call Kenny Omega. Somebody tell Xavier Woods, get on the phone with him.
Yeah.
Resurrect Aki. We need this. We need this.
Yeah.
And well, speaking of things that we need, if you have some information on how to get into the Neo 2 closed alpha, please contact me at RedCycloneInc. I would love a code. Just so you know, Mark, there's supposed to be a Neo 2 closed alpha demo for PS4 for the sequel to to Neo, which I believe came out a year. I think it was 2017. I think it was.
Yeah, the end of 2017. I think.
Yeah, I think it was the end of 2017. Yeah, and it was basically which was Tecmo Koei, which I guess they have people who worked on Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah.
But like this was their attempt at I guess a soul style samurai game.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be dismissive of what they've done and call it Souls like, because when you get to the core of Neo, that is one of the most complicated games of this generation. Like that strategy guide for that game is like a Bible. It's huge.
Skyrim size.
There's so much stuff. Like I think the book costs more than the game. It's packed with information, and there's so much stuff to do in that game on like just a macro level. A micro and macro level, excuse me. But like this one is coming out. I guess it's gonna be announced when it's coming out this year at E3. It looks like, because E3 is what 3 weeks away. I think they say it is. But this closed alpha is supposed to be going on from the 24th until June 2nd. So it's still got some time to go, So if anybody got some codes, let me know. Hook me up. RedCycloneInc would like to make some content with some Neo 2. Watch me get beat up and eaten by some ogres. What? Yeah, why not? Did you get to play Neo, the first one? Did you like it or not?
I did like it. I got pretty far and I just stopped playing because other things came out.
Kind of the same thing here. I really want to go back to it. Like I did like the original take on I forget his name, the original story of like the Last Samurai.
Yeah.
The foreigner that came over at the end of like the Sengoku period, I think it was, when they were still fighting, and he was over there and he learned how to be a samurai. But this game kind of twists that because you become a ninja.
Yeah.
And like you end up being like a demon ninja or something. It's really weird. It goes more towards the supernatural and less realistic stuff. Like I thought the swordplay in this game was really good. Actually, I think with some refinements, I would say the swordplay in this game is better than Sekiro.
Yeah.
If only that Sekiro is extremely timing based.
Yeah.
And this game, if you build your because it has the ability for you to um, focus on the different weapons because there's multiple weapons. So if you can focus on like the katana or I think it's called the kurosagama, which is the chain and sickle, or the spear or the great, I think it's the great hammer. Like there's a bunch of different stuff you could focus your points into, whereas Sekiro is more of a straightforward action game where there's no build per se for your stats. This one, like, if you're not as good at the game, you can at least build the stats to at least pad, yourself so you can get a little bit of leeway, so at least you can finish the game that way and stuff. But at the end game is where I kind of got lost because I was busy trying to like stack all these skills and it got super complicated. Yeah, in a good way though. But like other stuff that was less complicated came out, like Monster Hunter World. So, and then again, it turns out it's not really that much less complicated, but it's a hell of a lot less complicated than Neo. I'll tell you that much.
More forgiving.
Definitely more forgiving than Neo. I mean, then again, the last few events that you can check out on the RedCycloneInc YouTube channel with the Arc Temper Nargigante, that is brutal. That is like unless you know what you're doing, you will just die in one hit. Just KO. It's rough. But I'm very interested in seeing what they do with this game because it doesn't look different. That's the number one most striking thing I see a lot of people saying. And I hate when that happens because some games do that because they don't just change the graphics engine and they go ahead and they put more improvements on how the game plays, which I like. Is like if you have your graphics set, this is PS4, and you're not just gonna go try to blow everything out of the water at the end of the life cycle, So let's just refine. It's been a year and a half. This isn't like an expansion. It had DLC to it, So I get it, but unfortunately, the shallow public doesn't see it that way, and it's just like it's the same game. So hopefully, people who played this can start to put out information because, mind you, it's still fresh. There's not much info out there, but you can watch a bunch of people. I know Maximilian Dude put up a video. Fextra Life, who's actually been really good with a lot of games in the Souls ish realm, like Dark Souls, Sekiro. I mean, they even play Monster Hunter. Like they play a bunch of stuff on stream, but they have a website. They have their own wikis for games like this that are usually challenging and stuff, and they try to get super granular, which I like. So that's why I follow them. So there are people putting out decent content for it already. Hopefully there's not too much speculation. Just people trying to get down to what they can actually find. But like I said, it's from the 24th to the 2nd, so there's still time. So if y'all got some codes, just give me some codes.
Cool.
Yes, sir.
Sounds good.
That's about it.
Yeah, it's just small. There's not a lot coming out this week.
Yeah, not much.
I'm waiting for Judgment.
And they're showing more and more stuff.
Yeah,
more
I just
and more
saw
voice actors. They
the mini games. They had a little thing for mini games.
Nice.
I'm looking forward to that game. I'm almost done with Yakuza.
Do you remember when it is? Is it first week?
The 20 is in the third week or so. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's coming.
All right, so it's still
coming. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's actually like a month. Well, you say that it's like a month away.
Yeah.
Is it 26 now?
Yeah, June 1st is Saturday.
Yeah. Damn.
It's coming.
Damn. It seemed like it
was almost done with Yakuza. Yeah.
And how you like the story so far?
Really good.
Which one is it?
This is 6, yeah. This is with the baby. Okay. The baby.
Does the baby just start standing up on his two legs and whipping ass and kill you?
I wish he used them as a weapon, like headbutt people with the baby.
That baby got a big ass head.
He dug a big ass head. I'm almost done with it. The story is actually quite good. I actually enjoying where it's going. The mini games are fun. The searching shit is not like I gotta find cats and I gotta find
Oh, the cat thing. Yeah.
Cats were annoying. Other than that, it was fun. It's a fun game. I like where it's going.
Did Majima show up or he's not there at all?
No, he doesn't show
Damn
up,
it.
and I'm sad.
Damn it.
That was my biggest disappointment. I was like, "Where's Majima?"
Yeah.
He. Well, I got a card of him for the clan creator thing,
Oh, well, at least
so
he
at least
showed.
he's there, and he kicks ass.
Nice. Nice.
Other than that, look out for sales. I know WB Games Studios has a PS4 sale right now, and
Mm.
also they have like 60 to 40% off on games.
Yeah, there
Select
was another
titles.
one. If you're a PS Plus, I took advantage of this weekend. You get a 40, and then there's a if you're plus, you get an 80% discount on just a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
So I bought Burnout for $4. Excuse me,
nice.
because I was debating on buying it last time it went on sale, and I was like, it's only $10. I should just buy it. Guess what? It went down to $4.
That's nice.
Miracles happen. So I bought the newest. What was it? The remaster. So I remember recently they said the service for the older ones went offline. So everybody hop on the new one. It's $4, man.
Yep.
Buy it. And then I picked up Dragon's Dogma, the PS4, because I did not buy that one. I do have it on both of the other systems it came out on. I don't have it on PC, but that was also on sale. That was like $17. So again, you can catch up on a lot of stuff right now. I don't know exactly when it ends. I think it's going through the holiday because
Yeah, some Memorial Day.
so yeah, there's a lot of really good stuff on sale. So
Yep.
check those out.
Yeah, I got the. You know what? I wanted the Batman games for the PS4 because I think I'm just running through them again.
Yeah, they had them like on a ridiculous
Stream
sale
them,
too.
and yeah, I ended up paying like $18 for all three.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
So I was like, all right, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
yeah, check out the sales. There's a lot of sales going on.
And last but not least, just want to give a shout out to Combo Breaker, which is like a tournament in the Chicago area, in the Illinois area,
Yeah,
specifically the Mega Center, um, and that's going on through the 24th to the 26th. So it's over today, but you can check out some stuff if you want to. There's games in basically every fighting games. This is Combo Breaker is a Killer Instinct Center tournament, which is I know it's weird to say because you're like, damn, what happened to KI? But no, they still have a scene and there's still tournaments going on. Like I was telling you earlier, Mark, this is the first time in a long time I've seen so much hype for KI,
yeah,
which leads me to believe like hopefully they'll announce something at the end of this.
yeah. Because they
Cause
haven't done a update or upgrade in a long time. The
yeah,
last
no,
one was the one with the battle toad.
I know. And so seeing as how we're getting ready to go to the new set of systems, hopefully there's an announcement of a new KI or I would be fine with the season 5.
Yeah,
I think it's 5, right? Or
yeah.
4.
Season 5.
Like a new season on the next system, that would be cool. Why
Yeah,
not? Don't let the franchise die. You have it.
yeah,
But not only KI, obviously MK11, Smash Ultimate. They have something called Chicago's famous mystery tournament, which I'm unclear about, but I didn't get to see it over the weekend, so I'm sure to check that out. They have all of these tournaments running on there. I believe Combo Breaker has an official Twitch channel, but when you click the games, they give you to the people who are doing the streaming for everything. I know they got Street Fighter 5, so Capcom Fighters is streaming that. Uh, Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle, Soul Calibur 6, Third Strike, which is cool. Dragon Ball Fighters, Skullgirls, Alpha 2. I mean, these are all these are like main tournaments. These are not side tournaments. So Alpha 2, Super Turbo, Tekken 7, obviously. Marvel Infinite, really? Somebody wants to play Infinite? All right, y'all. Vampire Savior, which is weird because the that's not Darkstalkers 3. That's the second one, I believe. Vampire Savior. Um, it might even be the first game, which is even weirder. CVS2, which I was actually watching this weekend, which was awesome. There was a cool Japanese player. I forgot his name. I think his name is Rocky or something like that, or Naran Key or something to that effect. That dude, his kin is unbelievable. He was doing shit with kin. I didn't even know you could do in that game. Like that was some eye opening stuff I saw. There's Guilty Gear Xrd Rev 2, Under Night in Birth, with its cool subtitle that I can't read. King of Fighters 14. This is one I told you about, Mark. Turtles Tournament Fighters.
Yeah.
Soul Calibur 2, Marvel 2, EX2 plus Alpha. Like, what? So they went all out this year. And like, if you're having trouble deciding on who to pick, I would say just pick Team Spooky and just call it a day. They have their little the listing of all the games and stuff. They have the archives and whatnot. So if you need to see anything, just because they have like a pretty wide range of the games that they were streaming, so you'll most likely find something on Spooky's channel that you'll like. But yeah, just support, because I know it might not be local to us, but this was somebody's local. You know what I'm saying? This is for your area. I hope you went out there. I hope you played. Even if you won or lost, I hope you went to support your tournaments. So good to see this stuff still going on.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about it.
Yeah. Hopefully I can find that tournament fighter. I kind of want to don't play that.
Yeah, I would like to see. They had this side tournaments. They had like Sailor Moon S, which is a Super Nintendo Sailor Moon fighting game. Just when you think about that, that's nuts. Why have they not made another one? Come
I
on.
remember seeing that in the arcade. No,
it only came out on Super Nintendo.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, there's one called S that only came out on Super. So there might have been another one you saw, but like the S one, for some reason, they say it's like the most balanced version.
Okay.
So yeah, it's nuts. It's kind of nuts. I think the best character is Venus. I think it is. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, it's cool shit.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I'll definitely check it out.
So thank you for listening. This has been another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. Make sure you check us out on our YouTube at RedCycloneInc. Make sure you check out all of our social media and the other websites we post things on. We have a Tumblr. We have a WordPress. We also have SoundCloud, where the Wrestling Babble will be up, and also the Morphincast. Make sure you check out those social medias at RedCycloneInc on everything. So that's Twitter, Instagram, and the Facebook group. They're all RedCycloneInc. Mark, what you got?
Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch TV. I'll be doing Batman probably the month of June. So
Nice.
I'll start with Arkham Asylum and go on from there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, got it for $16.
Did you like the third one? I never played it.
I liked Arkham Knights. There was things I didn't like about the story, but overall,
the other one. Remember there was a
Origins.
Yeah, that one. I never played
Origins. I never. You know what? In Origins, I never like gave it 100%. So maybe if I find it cheap, I'll try Origins as well.
Okay, gotcha.
So Batman. It's gonna be a Batman month. June will be Batman month.
Good stuff.
All right. Twitch TV, YouTube, and SoundCloud. All Marker Direct.
Yes.
So, and always remember,
follow the Jenkins.
Follow the Jenkins.
He's out there on Dauntless, doing it up real big.
And it's hot, so eat an ice cream sandwich.
Right in front of him. Let the ice cream drip on the floor and have him like, no.
All right.
Peace.
Laters.